Swords are some of the most magnificent weapons ever created. It takes great skill to master the art of crafting a fine sword. However, it takes even more skill, time, and effort to master swordsmanship. Today's Top 20 list brings you a much-needed update on some of the most popular sword fighters. Some are young and relatively inexperienced with swords, while others are fairly proficient despite their young age. That's to say nothing of the older sword fighters with years of experience and weight to their names. But who are the best swordsmen and swordswomen that anime has to offer? That's what we'll be ranking today in our anime swordsman tier list. Keep in mind I'll be ranking them based on fans' votes and character popularity. Without wasting any more time, here is the list of the top 20 best anime characters who use swords. 20. Mugen. Mugen is one of the main male protagonists of Samurai Champloo along with Jin. Both Mugen and Jin accompany Fu in her search for the samurai who smells of sunflowers. Mugen serves as a foil to Jin in terms of personality and disposition. His fighting style is characterized as being reckless and erratic. Mugen has messy black hair and a faint beard. His clothing is anachronistic as well, reminiscent of baggy hip-hop fashions of today. Rude, lewd, vulgar, conceited, temperamental, and unhinged, Mugen is something of an anti-hero. 19. Rin Okumura. Rin Okumura is the son of Satan and the elder, fraternal twin brother of Yukio Okumura. Studying as an Exwire at True Cross Academy, Rin desires to become a Knight Meister and defeat his biological father. Rin has messy jet black hair, dark blue that sweeps down on his pale skin and intense blue eyes. Since using Kurakara for the first time, Rin began exhibiting a number of physical traits that hinted his demonic nature in his human form. Rin has an extremely compassionate and supportive personality, and a kind heart. He supports his friends and tries to encourage and help them in any way possible. 18. Ikki Kurogane. Ikki Kurogane is the primary male protagonist of Chivalry of the Pale Knight. Despite him hailing from a well-respected household that has produced superior blazers for generations, he was labeled as a failure, even for an F rank, and born with a useless power, becoming known as the worst one. After leaving home to pursue his dreams, entering Hagen Academy, but he was forced to repeat a year due to the previous staff and the intervention of the Kurogane household. To make a name for himself, Ikki continues to study in Hagen Academy as a repeater, hoping that he would eventually become powerful enough to win in the prestigious 7-Star Sword Art Festival. 17. Hyakkimaru. Hyakkimaru is the main protagonist of the Dororo series. He is a Ronin searching for parts of his body that were stolen from him by demons, and slaying said demons. The demons originally took his body parts as part of a pact with his father and archenemy. After learning the entire truth from his mother, he vows to kill his father and brother, and regain all of his missing body parts. He is accompanied on his harsh journey by a young thief named Roro. Hyakkimaru is displaced in a vile path to achieve his goals until the end. According to Asura, Hyakkimaru is the rightful heir to succeed his father. 16. Tanjiro. Tanjiro Kamado is the main protagonist of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. He is a demon slayer in the Demon Slayer Corps, who joined to find a remedy to turn his sister, Nezuko Kamado, who was turned into a demon, back into a human. Tanjiro is a muscular young man with rather tan skin and an athletic physique. Tanjiro is kind by nature, and has been described by others as having very gentle eyes. He exhibits a great deal of determination, and will not give up once he has a goal to achieve. He is very protective of his friends, and even more so of his younger sister. 15. Afro. Afro, or better known as Afro Samurai, is the main protagonist of the Afro Samurai series. Afro is an incredibly talented swordsman whose father was decapitated in front of his own eyes as a child. That traumatic experience caused an innocent little boy to have a mind flustered with revenge, and, with that, Afro grew into a cold-blooded killer, willing to kill anyone in his pursuit of the number one. As number 2, Afro has killed many in defense and revenge for the ultimate goal of avenging his father. 14. Trafalgar Law. Trafalgar D. Water Law, more commonly known as just Trafalgar Law and by his epithet as the Surgeon of Death, is a pirate from North Blue and the captain and doctor of the Heart Pirates. He is one of 12 pirates who are referred to as the Worst Generation. He became one of the 7 warlords of the sea during the time skip, but his position was revoked for allying with the Straw Hat Pirates. Law, like many other pirates, dreams of finding the One Piece, while also desiring to know the purpose of the will of D. 13. Uchiha Sasuke. Sasuke is one of the last surviving members of AnimakerZ Uchiha clan. After his older brother, Itachi, slaughtered their clan, Sasuke made it his mission in life to avenge them by killing Itachi. He is added to Team 7 upon becoming a ninja, and, through competition with his rival and best friend, Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke starts developing his skills. Dissatisfied with his progress, he defects from Konoha so that he can acquire the strength needed to exact his revenge. His years of seeking vengeance and his actions that followed become increasingly demanding, irrational, and isolates him from others, leading him to be branded as an international criminal. 12. Yami Sukahiro. Yami Sukahiro is a foreigner from the Hino country and the first captain of the Clover Kingdom's Black Bull Squad of the Magic Knights. He is also a former member of the Grey Deer Squad. Yami is a tall man with a very muscular build. He has gray eyes and black hair of medium length that is messily combed backward, making it stick outwards. Additionally, he sports a stubble mustache and beard. Yami is uncouth, reckless, slightly hypocritical, and prone to delivering death threats at the slightest provocation. Nevertheless, he is a powerful and well-respected magic knight. 11. Byakuya Kachiki. Byakuya Kachiki is the 28th head of the Kachiki clan, one of the 4 great noble clans in Seoul society. He is also the captain of the 6th division in the Gatei 13. His previous lieutenant was Gingerm Shirogane, and his current lieutenant is Renji Abarai. Byakuya has slate gray eyes and long black hair, which he keeps up in intricate white headpieces called kensakin, which symbolize his nobility as the head of the Kachiki clan. Byakuya acts in an aristocratic manner. He always seems serene and apathetic towards other people, even while actually deeply conflicted. 10. Akame. Akame, also known as Akame of the Demon Sword Murasame, is the titular heroine, alongside Tatsumi, and lead anti-heroine as well as the main protagonist of the prequel manga Akame ga Kill 0. She also appears as a main supporting character in Hinowa ga Yuku, mainly as Hinata's personal tutor's swordsmanship and elders class combat tutor. Originally sold to the Empire along with her sister Kurum to be trained as an assassin, Akame eventually defected to the rebels when she was sent to assassinate General Najenda, the leader of Night Raid, and joined them to overthrow the corrupt monarchy. 9. Urza Scarlet. Urza Scarlet is an S-class mage of the Fairy Tail Guild, wherein she is a member of Team Natsu. She also served as the guild's 7th guild master during Makarov's absence. Urza is a young woman with long scarlet hair and brown eyes. Urza is a very strict person, often criticizing the bad behavior and habits of the other guild members, causing most of them to apologize, fearing that they might invoke her wrath. She is also very impatient, disliking people who don't answer her questions quickly enough. However, she has a great sense of justice and pride in being a member of Fairy Tail. 8. Guntoki Sakata. Guntoki Sakata is the main protagonist of the Gintama series. He is the founder and president of the Urusaya, as well as a highly skilled samurai, having fought in the Jui War in the past. During the war, he became known as the Shiroyasha, literally meaning white yaksha, a kind of demon in Buddhism and Hinduism, due to his powerful swordsmanship, demonic appearance, white clothing, and silver hair. It is unknown where he was born, what happened to his parents, and what he was doing before becoming a child scavenger. It is also unknown how long he was doing this. He gained the nickname Corpse-Eating Demon from the nearby villagers due to being commonly seen wandering in deserted battlefields searching corpses for food and weapons to survive. 7. Ichigo Kurosaki. Ichigo Kurosaki is the main protagonist of the manga anime series Bleach. He is a teenager with the ability to see spirits who gains the powers of a Shinigami from Rukia Kachiki. He is a hybrid of human, soul, Quincy, and hollow. Ichigo's most distinguishing feature is his spiky orange hair, a trait he has been ridiculed about for years on end. He is a fairly tall, lean-built young man with peach skin and brown eyes. Ichigo has a strong, though complex sense of honor, seeking revenge for cruel actions by those he fights, but often taunting his opponents, and can even attack without any warning. Ichigo's desire to win is very strong, but only if he can do so in a fair way, but his resolve can waver. 6. Kenshin Himura. Kenshin Himura, known as the legendary Hitakiri of the Meiji Revolution, Homura Batmsai is the main protagonist and titular character of the Rurouni Kenshin series. Kenshin has spent 10 years traveling Japan as a Rurouni in search of redemption, carrying a Sakubaton with the vow to never kill again. In 1878, he arrives in Tokyo and takes up residence at the Kamiya Dojo, where his vow is tested as he fights to keep the country's peace. Kenshin is a fair-skinned man of below-average height, slim-built, with an androgynous face. Kenshin desires to protect people from danger without killing. Formerly known as the strongest Hitakiri, Kenshin is the main target of many old enemies, or people coveting his title as the strongest, thus he avoids letting others get too close to him personally for their own protection. 5. Saber. Saber, better known as Arthur Pendragon, is one of the main characters in Fate Zero, and one of the three main heroines in Fate Stay Night, along with Rin Tasaka and Sakura Matu. She's the Saber-class servant of Kiritsugu Amiya in the Fourth Holy Grail War of Fate Zero, and the Saber-class servant of Shiru Amiya in the Fifth Holy Grail War of Fate Stay Night, Kiritsugu's adopted son. After becoming the servant of Sakura Matu in Heaven's Feel, she's known as Saber Alter. Saber is one of the strongest servants in the entire series, due to her class being renowned for possessing excellent stats in every category, as well as their magic resistance, and having the riding ability of the rider class. 4. Dracula Mihawk. Dracula Hawkeye's Mihawk is a world-famous pirate who holds the title of strongest swordsman in the world. He was one of the 7 warlords of the sea, the first revealed and formally introduced, until the group's dissolution. Defeating him is Roronoa Zoro's current goal. His place of residence is Kurogana Island, on which he served during the 2-year time skip as Zoro's master and his swordsmanship training. Mihawk can be considered a supporting antagonist of the Baratie arc, and one of the major antagonists in the Marineford arc, where he took part in the Summit War of Marineford on the side of the Marines, along with most of the other warlords of the sea. 3. Levi Ackerman. Levi Ackerman, often formally referred to as Captain Levi, is the squad captain of the Special Operations Squad within the Survey Corps, and is widely known as humanity's strongest soldier. Levi has short, straight black hair styled in an undercut curtain, as well as narrow, intimidating dull gray eyes with dark circles under them, and a deceptively youthful face. He is quite short, but his physique is well developed in musculature from extensive vertical maneuvering equipment usage. He is usually either frowning or expressionless. That, plus his extremely calm demeanor, often makes it difficult for others to guess what he is thinking. One of his most defining characteristics is the great value he places on preserving human life, but Levi's obedience is strictly limited to individuals he respects. 2. Roronoa Zoro. Roronoa Zoro, also known as Pirate Hunter Zoro, is the combatant of the Straw Hat Pirates, and one of their 2 swordsmen. He is the second member of the crew and the first to join, doing so in the Romance Dawn arc. As a master of Santoryu, a swordsmanship style which he created during his childhood training in Shimitsuki village, Zoro is among the 4 most powerful combatants of the Straw Hats, alongside Luffy, Sanji and Jinbei. His dream is to become the greatest swordsman in the world, in order to honor a promise he made to his deceased childhood friend Kuina. In addition to his infamy as one of the Straw Hats and as a former bounty hunter, Zoro is also regarded as one of 12 pirates who are referred to as the Worst Generation. 1. Guts. Renowned as the Black Swordsman, is a former mercenary and branded wanderer who travels the world in a constant internal struggle between pursuing his own ends and protecting those dear to him. At one time driven solely by his will to survive, Guts finds purpose in life upon joining the Band of the Falcon, greatly helping in the faction's storied successes during the 100-Year War as captain of the band's raiders. He eventually becomes dissatisfied with clinging to Griffith's dream and departs from the band in pursuit of his own. Following the horrors of the eclipse prompted by Griffith, Guts embarks on a 2-year war against the God Hand and Apostles, becoming increasingly embittered on his one-track quest for retribution. He in time realizes protecting his regressed lover is more important to him, as well as something he cannot do alone, and thus seemingly abandons his quest for revenge, while fostering camaraderie with his new companions. There you have it, there's our top 20 swordsmen and women in anime. There are so many great characters and strong fighters who use a sword, so be sure to let us know in the comments below if we missed any of your favorites. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more upcoming anime videos. And be sure to say your comments down below. I want to hear your feedback. Thanks.